My dear children, welcome back to the video class. This is also a continuation of computer memory, that is the second chapter, third module. So far we discussed only about main memories, that is RAM and ROM. In this module, we are going to discuss about the secondary memory. Actually, RAM and ROM is only used for processing, whereas secondary memory is only used for storing. My dear children, please notice the two words processing and storing. So what do you mean by processing? Processing means calculating, doing some computations, whereas storing means saving. The secondary memory is only used for storage purpose. Is also known as external memory or non-volatile memory. These are very slower than main memory. These are used for storing informations permanently. CPU directly does not access these memory. Instead, they are accessed via input or output routines, nothing but softwares. For example, tape, disk, CD-ROM, DVD, pen drive, etc. All these things we are going to discuss in the coming slides. So, as I said here, CPU directly doesn't access secondary memory. From the secondary memory, it collects the data into main memory, then main memory to processing, central processing unit. Like that the data goes. And after processing, it given back to the main memory, then main memory to secondary memory. I will give a short example. While you are doing a Word document or if you are creating a Word document, actually the Word document, the Word program fetches from secondary memory and given to the main memory, and while you are processing, you can able to create a document, right? At the time of typing, if the power supply is interrupted, that is when the current switched off, can you retain the document again? In earlier days, we couldn't. The document you typed may be erased or deleted because the typing, the actual processing happens in main memory. When the power supply is interrupted, the main memory releases all its datas. But you can retain the Word software because we already stored that Word document in our secondary memory. Is that clear to you? What is the relevance of secondary memory and the main memory? The actual processing happens in main memory. The main memory doesn't store any data. When the power supply off or when the power supply become interrupted, the contents in the main memory simultaneously deletes all the datas. Whereas in the secondary memory, the files you stored will be retained even though the power supply is not there. That is the difference between primary memory and the secondary memory. First, we need to discuss about one example of primary, that is secondary memory, a compact disk read-only memory, that is CD-ROM. As you already know about what is a CD-ROM, how it looks like. Like this only it is having. Then, it is a storage device that can be read but not written to. The surface of a CD is made up of polycarbonate layer with molded spiral tracks on the top. The data are stored on the CD as a series of minute groups, which are known as bits, encoded on these spiral tracks. The area between bits are known as LANs. A CD burner is used to write the data on a CD. A sensor reads data through light reflection. Look at here, the recorded area and unrecorded area. It is having the track formed layer light. The light rays reflects where the data resides while we are inserting any CD-ROM into our disk drive. Coming to the next one, DVD, short for digital versatile disc or digital video disc. A DVD or a DVD-ROM is a disc capable of storing a significant amount of data more than a standard compact disc, that is CD. That utilizes these discs were first sold in 1997. Work similar to CD but store data densely due to its faster speed. DVD have differing capacities. One of the most common DVD is single-sided, single-layer disc capable of holding 4.7 GB. Nowadays we are getting 8.7 GB, 17.08 GB. We are having lot of types of DVDs. DVDs having more size than CDs. That is the only difference, CD and the DVD. Then, as you all know about what is a flash drive or a pen drive, is a small storage area shaped like a pen with a built-in data storage that connects to a computer by a USB port. The port is nothing but the slot where the area where you are connecting your devices. It is based on old EEPROMs technology that allows writing and erases processes. When a pen drive is connected to a USB port, USB means Universal Serial Bus. Universal Serial Bus. It activates, otherwise it lies dormant. Pen drives are used to store data. These flash drives vary in storage capacity from 64 MB to 128 GB. Nowadays we are getting more than this, and are removable and rewritable whenever we want. So my dear children, in this module we discussed only about the secondary storage mediums, that is a magnetic tape, a local disk, that is CD-ROM. Already we discussed about the hard disk, then pen drive, etc. Thank you.